Yeah. Yeah.
We legit, bitch. We legit, bitch. We legit, bitch. I don't know why I like saying that, but I like that. Yeah.
Cizzle.
What it do, baby? We back at it again with this thing called Wooisms.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Woo, and I'm sitting here with the homie Big Hats.
What's happening?
With the homie J Easy.
What up?
And we on episode 29.
Almost 30.
Almost 30, baby. We almost in them dirty 30s, but we in them late 20s. And first and foremost, like always, I gotta give a shout out to you all, the viewers, the listeners, the ones that's been rocking and fucking with us from the beginning, because without you all, there would be no Wooisms. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every weekend and fucking with us.
Yeah.
Man, we in here, man.
Man, it took some moving and shaking, some moving.
Man, what?
Golly, boy, we had to deal with a thunderstorm.
Man,
some chords and some twisting and turning and
some jiggling, some pushing, some pulling,
boy,
some powerful niggertry.
Nigga, we gonna be able to teach a whole technical class on this after a while.
Man, we gotta do a master class on this. Oprah ain't gonna have nothing on this one.
Oprah, where you at, baby?
Man, fellas, man, how y'all feeling today?
All good, man. All good, man. It's been a week, but we here.
We here.
Yeah.
Jay, how you feeling, big brother?
Good, man. You know, like
Man.
you said, it's been a week, goddamn.
It's been a week. Yes,
Yeah.
it has. Yes, it has, man. I mean, we had a lot. It's always, I feel like I say that every week.
What?
Man, it's been a lot going on.
But it's just a lot going on, man.
Yes, man. Oh, man. I'm talking about, man, from the VERZUZ battle.
Yeah, man. Golly.
To Cardi and Meg dropping that WAP.
Boy.
Man, look, hey.
Hey, look, I told Tim, I was like, hey, you heard that WAP yet? Because, you know, my baby, she ain't, she don't be ratchet much, right? But it's just moments she have.
Right.
And it's just certain songs that trigger it. And typically a Meg song would trigger it. And she's like, nah, I hadn't heard it yet. So she went somewhere and came back. She came back, yes, bitch, yes. I was like, oh, she heard the song. That's all right. There we go.
Look, we was laying in the bed last night. Tay was like, did you see Meg? Did you see the WAP? Because I think I said WAP. She was like, oh, you saw the video.
Oh.
I was like, no. She looked at me. I'm like, biggest cheese on my face. I'm trying to hide and deny.
Man, no, this podcast be getting us in trouble, man. Like, I use like the example of buying a girl 6 drinks, and like Tim was like, oh, you buying somebody 6 drinks? It's like, no, I ain't never bought nobody 6 drinks. I ain't even bought you 6 drinks, man. Like, come on, dog. I ain't doing it like that. Come on now.
Man, yeah, man. I think, like I said, man, one of these days we're going to talk about when is a good time to unfollow your significant other on social media. Because I think Meg might have got on that ban list of me not being able to view anybody on Instagram.
But she ain't, you know, we talked one time about the list of, you know, hey, look, if this celebrity came and was like, hey, here it is, you know, be like, baby, you just got to take that L. Meg ain't made that list yet?
Yeah. So I can tell you right now, Angela Simmons,
Okay.
Meg Thee Stallion, even Lizzo.
Lizzo, really?
Yeah. Lizzo, she's just so confident in her bigness.
Yeah, but like I just feel like she do a little bit too much. And it's not because she big. Like some females just do too much. Just like, here's my body, like I'm showing my body off at all times. Like after a while that just get a little old. Like we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, and like it's nothing like, you know, a confident woman, right?
Mhm.
Like you want your woman to be confident, but like, dog, I don't want to see your ass every time,
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like put on some clothes sometime.
Yeah.
Let me just admire your curves. Like I don't need to see your ass cheeks and titties out all the time.
There. But yeah, so it was a pretty unpackful week, man, to say the least. But the thing that I want to discuss today, man, and I think it was a good versus battle,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the reason why, like, a lot of people were saying, like, oh man, it was boring. Like, of course, you know, I listen to the Breakfast Club every morning at work. Cause
Yeah.
I go in at 4, so they air our time at 5 Central Time. They go on at 6, so I'm at work and I catch it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you know, they were talking about, you know, the versus battle, and Charlemagne and Envy was like it was boring because I guess, you know, coming off a versus battle of Snoop and DMX that was just full of like what's the word I want to look for? Energy.
Yeah.
And they were laid back. It was energetic. They was dropping songs. They had stories. Then you come with Ross and CHAINZ. I don't know if they were like smoked out. I don't know if they were like, you know, on the drain.
Yeah. But it was more of a vibe.
It was a good ass. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe,
It's a
dog. It was a
vibe,
vibe.
yeah.
And like if you comparing that one to the Snoop and DMX one,
Mm-hmm.
the Snoop and DMX one it's just something about older music
Right.
that takes you back
Yeah.
to a moment. So
Mhm.
like you get hyped up, not necessarily just because the song was dope, but also because it brings back so many memories.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if it brings back those memories, that adds something to
Right.
you know the impact of the song
Yeah.
for you. But I thought the verses was live.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was live, man.
Like I like Ross and CHAINZ because they was dropping music during our college years.
Right.
During our young adulthood.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that resonated with us. Like, I mean, I told you, you know, in pre-production, like, Port of Miami was or is still like one of my favorite, like, top 3 Ross albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and to say the least, I think the Maybach music series that he does
Legit.
is legit. Like when he gets with Justice League,
Oh man.
you already know.
Yeah. When you hear that Justice
League.
Justice League.
And you hear Ross.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
You know if it'll be some fight.
It's gonna be magic.
I love it.
Yes.
And you know, for Ross and CHAINZ, man, I think that was a good versus battle.
Yeah.
And something that CHAINZ said, and we're gonna get to it, you know, when he did his interview with the Breakfast Club, he stated he was under the impression of a versus battle.
Yeah.
20 hits. He said, man, 20 hits? I played 23 hits.
No, he played hits. So let me ask you this. So when you going into listening to a versus battle,
Mm-hmm.
right? What is some of the criteria that you have that you are weighing whenever you are trying to figure out who won that battle?
Well, first and foremost, like 2 Chainz said, in a 20 hit versus battle, I want to hear the hits.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want, bring your A game.
Yeah. So it don't matter if it's their song, they featured on the song.
I would love it to be their song. I would love it to be their hits.
Yeah.
You know, now if they got features on that song, like a Drake,
Yeah, which
Wayne.
I mean, like, real talk, like Drake and Wayne were on like 10, 12 of those songs that each of them played.
Yep.
So like that just shows one the impact that like Drake and Wayne have on the rap game.
Oh yeah.
Cause like I mean it was easy. Like it was like almost at one time like every other song was either Wayne or Drake was a part of that project.
And I think maybe the first 3 Ross albums, or might even been 4, you can bet your bottom dollar that he was gonna have a Jay-Z feature.
Yeah.
He was gonna have a Drake feature.
Yep.
He was gonna have a Wayne feature.
Yep.
He was gonna have a Payne feature.
Yeah.
And you gotta think, they came out during the early 2000s.
Yeah.
The early to mid 2000s, like 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish.
Yeah. Which
during this, not to cut you off, but during this time, think about who was big on features during this time. Wayne, first and foremost.
Payne.
Yeah,
definitely.
Ye.
Yeah.
Those were the biggest featured artists during this time. And I mean, everybody in the rap game was seeking out those top 3. And then Drake started to come along.
Right, shortly after that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in 2007, Wayne had a top 77 of 2007 by himself. And it wasn't just solos. It was mainly features. Because he was just hopping on everybody's stuff. Everything. Like, you need a verse, got it. You need something, got it. He was just on everybody's stuff. He just wanted to put out bars.
That's it. Hit after hit after hit.
Right. And it's just like, without them on those songs, I mean, honestly, like, how impactful would the songs have been without them? But bottom line, it's still a hit.
Yep.
It's still a hit. Like, I'm with you. Like, I want to hear hits.
I want to hear strictly hits.
Yeah.
And it was like when me and Milan, before like the verses picked up, me and Milan, we were shooting shit, and we was like, man, let's put a playlist together. You know, we had 3 different categories.
Yeah.
And we put the playlist together, and you know, a lot of people didn't or weren't able to log in to live for whatever the reason it was. You know, we was having issues. I mean, we're not pros. We was just doing this just to shoot the shit.
Had that Teddy Riley going on.
Yeah, we had the Teddy. Milan Riley. We had technical issues.
Yeah.
And then he posted the list. When you post the list during the versus battle, it does no justice.
It doesn't. Like,
it does no justice at all.
I think the further that this is going along, it's proven. Like, you gotta listen to the songs as they happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you almost have to have like a tally sheet.
You have to.
In front of you. And like when you hear track for track, all right, that's a tally for such and such.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was just like, because going into the battle, into the verses, I was like, man, Ross gonna get him.
You and me both.
I didn't think it was gonna be a blowout, but I was like, Ross gonna get him, because like overall, Ross is the better artist.
Oh yeah, hands down, like he's a better artist. But then like CHAINZ was like, he wasn't strategic, and he was strategic, but not in the sense to where he wanted to play songs based on what Ross played. Mm-hmm. He was just like, no, I'm playing these 20. Right.
And he just gonna have to deal with these 20.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you playing ball, like football, and they, start the game with 10 plays. Mm-hmm. We not straying from these 10.
Yeah.
It's these 10 plays.
We're gonna run these 10 plays.
Yeah. And you just gonna have to
they're gonna have to adjust.
Yeah, to these 10. Stop it. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's it.
Exactly. And also, another thing that I look at too, like when we watching the versus battle, like the stories or whatever preface that they do before they drop that track, that plays a key factor in it as well. Right. Because, oh man. When CHAINZ, he was like, yeah, everybody always talking about the strip club scene in Miami. Yeah. But we all know the strip club scene in Atlanta. And we talked about that last week with Lemon Pepper Lou.
It's on another level.
Yeah, it's on another level.
Now,
granted, and man, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of my mischief and memories always involve Lenny. But Lenny would tell you, man, like when we went to Miami, I think it was maybe like 2013 with our chapter.
Yeah.
And we went to Miami, and you know we left them, and we went to the King of Diamonds that night, and it was a vibe.
Yeah.
It was a vibe, man. We was drinking, we was having a good time. Shit, man, we made King of Diamonds YouTube page.
Yeah, I remember
we was on the stage with the strippers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. But then again, KOD had nothing on that time when we went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we went to Blue Flame
Yeah.
and Magic City.
Yeah, it's just, it's nothing like it.
And when CHAINZ prefaced that and the beat dropped and he had the strippers come out, CHAINZ, that motherfucker got 10 points from me.
Right.
10.
Right. He brought props.
He bought the props.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Ross, I forgot the song that Ross played next, and he had the chick to come out
And massage
and
him.
massage him.
He changed his shirt.
Took his shirt off.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, look. As far as, he a big guy. He give us confidence, man.
Always.
He give us confidence because he ain't afraid to take his shirt off at all.
Hey,
Ain't letting all fly. All fly. You gonna catch all this wobble, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want you wobble. Let me see you shake it, shake it. Man, so like for me, that's another bonus when watching a versus battle, like how they preface the next track that they play.
Mm-hmm.
And we also talked about this in pre-production. Like CHAINZ, he stuck with the guy. He said, "I'm coming in and I'm playing 20 hits."
That's it.
Hits.
Straight
and he prefaced it. He was like, "This next song was another platinum hit."
Yeah.
Drop it, DJ, and he
Right.
dropped.
Right.
You
Right.
know, that was the thing. You know, a lot of us, because we're not from the East Coast, we're not from the New York area.
Yeah.
We didn't tune in with the Kiss and Fab.
Right.
But Kiss was like, Fab is a bigger commercial artist than I am.
Right.
I'm finna make him try to come out of his shell, compete with me.
And he did.
And he did that.
Yeah, he
and
did.
he won that.
Right.
Now, I'm not a big Kiss fan.
Right.
I'm really not too much of a big Fab fan, but I love his Summertime Shootout series.
Man,
Mixtapes.
that and what was the funeral mixtape series he came out with? I can't think of the name of it right now. But he came out with another series. Like, he's a dope rapper. But if you talking about lyricists, like Jada Kiss is up there, like one of the best. Very underrated at that.
Oh yeah. And that's what Jada said. He said that plenty of times. He was after the fact. He said, "I had a plan, and my plan was to pull Fab and make him compete with me."
Yep.
CHAINZ, he was like, "I'm not finna go track for track.
No.
Ross will kill me." He stated in his Breakfast Club interview, he said, "I know Ross' collection.
Right.
I had a list of his tracks in the studio." He said, "I prepped and I planned for this."
Mm-hmm.
And goddamn it, he did a good ass job.
He did, bro.
You know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? Like, I mean, Ross, he came with the shit that I knew. Like when he played Stay Scheming, that is, besides the Maybach music series,
Yeah.
Stay Scheming, and once again, he had the boy Drake on there.
Right.
Did you work with me shooting in the gym?
But dog, when he played I'm a Star, because Teflon Don is one of my favorite rappers. It's probably my favorite Ross album. Teflon Don is.
Yeah.
And when he played I'm a Star, I was like, oh, because Ross be spitting. He really do. And then just him and Justice League are just
That has to be like one of the best producer artist collabs.
Yeah.
Besides anything early Cash Money with Manny Fresh.
Yeah. You can't forget about Dre and Snoop either.
Dre and Snoop.
Yeah, Dre and Snoop up there too. But yeah, like Manny Fresh and Cash Money.
Oh man, like, bro, like you couldn't tell me nothing.
Right.
Especially when I was down in New Orleans.
Right. I know you heard all that.
Everything.
Yeah.
I even heard like shit that wasn't even mainstream, and I'm like, why is this not playing?
Dog, I listened to like I had just started listening to Hot Boys Guerrilla Warfare a few weeks ago. And I was like, I just played it. I ain't skipped nothing. I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was just really just like a fire album all around. You know what I mean? But if you just look at the work that they put out during that time, and from the late 90s to the early 2000s, and it was just all him producing all that stuff. Yeah. It was just awesome, bruh. Awesome, bruh. And you know, so like that kind of, you know, that kind of got me to thinking too. So if you had to choose other artists or producers that you want to see go up against each other in the verses, where would you go?
Shit. Next, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see Ye and Drake. Yeah. I would love to see that.
But because, dog, like the thing with that too is that like there's history behind that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Drake, particularly, because we talked about this a few weeks ago, like he's very diabolical when it comes to like whether it's dissing or battling to go against somebody, very much so.
Oh yeah.
So he would like take this so seriously, and then with Ye just got so much. Like he could play all his own stuff. He could play stuff that he produced. It would just be
that would really go down to if those two went head to head. I think the scoring would probably be 19. I'm sorry. It might be 11-9 or
12-8,
12-8, something real close.
But like the way that they play, like the playlist would have to be like perfect. Yeah. You know, kind of like with 2 Chainz, he was just like, these 20, I'm playing these 20 in this order, and then that's gonna be it. Yeah. Like you would have to be so strategic in how you did that, and try your best not to stray from it. Because I'm pretty sure that's the hard thing too. Is like they might have. It's just like any sport. Like you have in mind what you're gonna do, what everything's gonna look like. But then when you get in the game, you're like, oh, I can't do any of that at all, and then you have to stray from it. But you can't really stray from it, especially when you're talking about 2 great artists like that.
Oh yeah.
You know, I would want to see, like Milan had posted, I think he said Justice League versus Cool and Dre. I think that would be a good one. Okay. Because majority of Justice League stuff is going to be Ross. With Cool and Dre, I know they Remy Ma, Fat Joe, that type of stuff. You know, so like that would be an interesting one too.
I'm going to keep it south. I'm going to keep the southern hits, baby. I would love to see T.I. and Jeezy.
Woo! I think T.I. catch him though.
Not by much.
He wouldn't catch him by much, but I just think like
if we keep it in southern hip hop and rap, trap, I would love to see T.I. and Jeezy.
That would be a good one.
That would be a great one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be a great one.
Yeah, because Jeezy, I love Jeezy. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite artists. For real. And but with T.I. just got hits. He just got hits, right?
Yeah, he does. He does, man. Shit. My favorite T.I. album, Trap Music.
Yeah, definitely. Hands down.
Hey, let's get away.
Right.
And get away. Jazzy Faith.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Jazzy Faith.
Yeah, man.
Fizzle.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
And then I'm gonna throw one more out there to you and see what you think about this one. Let's get, and this we talked about this in the group. Give me Neo and Usher.
Oh man, here you go.
Yep.
Here you go. But all right, so I think with one of the biggest things, because like you referred to 2 Chainz interview, why he was like upset.
He was.
Because people are like, you didn't play like your own stuff. He's like, I'm owning stuff, and these are hits.
Big hit.
Huge. So like, it's like for that one, I'm like the criteria needs to be set. As far as like, is it your own stuff? Because Neo was a writer, a producer, you know what I'm saying, and his own stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, does he get the opportunity to pull from all of that, considering that Usher was pretty much just an artist? Because if that's the case, that's unfair.
Life is unfair.
Nah. Like, if we talking about just
Neo
artists, bro, Usher gonna get him. From just an artist standpoint. Now, if you include all that other stuff, yeah, Neo will get him.
Tell that nigga to boot up and start producing shit. Right for other people. That's it. It ain't Neo fault. It ain't Neo fault.
But we talking about a versus battle.
Okay.
Like, I would just, and this is just me, I would just want the criteria to be set.
Okay.
To like artist versus like stuff I produced plus I wrote. Because he wrote stuff for so many people. Like, that was the thing when Manny Fresh and Scott Storch went up against each other. Like, Scott Storch then produced for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Man. Where like Manny is mainly Cash Money Southern. So it's like, when you look at it, the weight is not fair in that sense. But it's like they just playing they hits, but it also too just depends on like the listener what they value most. Like with Manny touched us a different way.
Yeah.
Because we from the South. Maybe not anywhere across the country, but for the South, like Cash Money means a lot to us.
Yeah.
A whole lot to us. So, we like, man, Manny got him. But Scott Storch is worldwide.
Yep.
Because he's in different genres and this type of stuff. I don't know, man. But it's just like, it's no set criteria, which I figure that they don't do that just because they don't want to limit the artists.
Right.
But I don't know. And like, they just doing it for just the love of the music. But I don't know. I just feel like someone had to be said.
Okay. Last one. Who would you want to see in a versus battle against Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
You think that'll be fair? Lil Wayne and Jay-Z?
I just feel like, no, I'll take it back. I say yeah.
Lil Wayne and Ye?
Yep. I say yeah.
Oh,
Because Wayne has a catalog that's bigger than this house.
Yeah.
Especially when you include features.
Yeah.
Like he has, his catalog is just ridiculous. But like when we talked in the group that time, I take into account like Wayne had that patch of that those years where it just wasn't. It was just like I don't know.
That was the later years.
Yeah, the
like
later years.
After 2010, maybe from like 2011 to 16.
But up to 2010,
2000 to 2010,
he was best rapper
that
alive.
that whole decade.
Oh man,
Nobody.
Carter 1, Carter 2, both of those stupid. Stupid. And then if you just looking at features, what he did in 2007 alone, ridiculous.
He needs a Britannica.
Right.
The whole L Britannica.
But like Ye catalog is, I mean, he had how many albums in a row that were just pretty much flawless?
See, the college dropout.
Yep. Graduation.
Late registration.
Yep.
Graduation.
Yep.
What's the one, man? The one he was depressed.
The 808
808 Heartbreak. And one that had Devil in a Red Dress. And
my God, which is his greatest album.
Man.
So he had 5 albums. Which was just like dumb. Stupid. Had 5 back to back to back to back.
Man, you know what? You're right. Wayne and Ye.
Mm-hmm.
And Ye and Drake. I would love to see those. If he one or the other.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
I could sit through a whole nother Ye session.
I mean, I would even Wayne and Drake. I'm good with that.
Well, they did a semi one.
Yeah, but that was like we on tour.
And Wayne shut the boy down.
Yeah, but like I feel like if you if you told Drake today, hey, in 2 weeks, you're gonna have a versus Wayne. 2 weeks from now. I think it would be a lot closer than it was just on tour when they did some shit.
Man, that'd be unfair because everything I would say probably from maybe 2010 to now,
It's
Drake would kill Wayne.
Right. But Wayne had 2000 to 2010.
That is facts.
So both of them got a decade of work that they could just pull from.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if you look at it from that standpoint, it would kind of be fair.
Man, so I think this is a good time, man, for us to take a commercial break and hear from our sponsor. But when we come back, I want us to tap on, one thing that I grabbed from the 2 Chainz interview what he did with the Breakfast Club. He was saying how he wants people to give him his roses now instead of when he passed.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me start to think, while listening to another podcast, 3 Brothers No Sin, how finding your